Hi, it's Kim from Sparkling Soul Yoga. Thank you for joining me for practice today. Let's move and breathe, connect to our body, but also remember that everything that I suggest is just that. It's just a suggestion. Child's pose is always your option, and there's a place for you here. Today what we might start to do is let's start in child's pose. So coming to the back of your mat, maybe taking your knees out wide. This is my new favorite thing to do. Big toes come together to touch and taking those arms out long in front of you. Forehead comes towards your mat. Taking a few moments here to arrive on your mat, to connect to your breath and to pause the world, to let go of anything that's happened before you've come to your mat, anything that might happen afterwards, and appreciating this time that you've set aside for your health and your well-being. Coming on to the sanctuary that is your mat, to the practice that is yoga. Connecting to our breath, connecting to our bodies. Knowing that in this moment, this is exactly where you're meant to be. Take a breath in through your nose. Sigh it out your mouth. You might like to breathe in and out through your nose throughout your practice, but if that doesn't feel right in your body, just continue to breathe in any way that feels best. And then taking your right arm underneath your body, right temple and shoulder on the earth, left arm out in front of you. Taking that right arm back out in front and then taking your left arm underneath your body, left temple and shoulder on the earth. Feeling the movement of the body with your breath. The inhales expanding your chest and your belly. Exhales contracting belly button to spine, letting us let go, helping us to sink just that little bit further into our support networks, which are the earth. Taking that left arm out in front of you. And then walking your hands over to your left, getting a stretch through the right hand side of your body. Walking your hands through center and over to the other side. Walking your hands back through to center and then drawing yourself up into tabletop pose, taking those knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. On your next inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale, rounding your spine into cat, drawing your chin towards your chest. And again, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine, chin draws towards your chest, initiating the movement from the base of your spine, your tailbone. Inhale, rippling through the spine, head comes last. Exhale, rounding your spine, chin comes towards your chest. 2 more times with your own breath. And then finding a neutral spine. Maybe picking up your right hand, placing it back down on the ground, looking at those fingers. Picking up your left hand, placing that left hand back down on the ground. Pressing into both hands, fingertips on the earth. Engaging your core, head is in line with your spine, chin is slightly tucked, maybe gaze is just in front in the middle of your fingers. And then taking a moment here, and another, feeling into the body, checking in with how you're feeling today, checking in with your thoughts, and then tucking those toes, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Taking a moment here, maybe pedaling out your legs, maybe repositioning your hands. Take a breath in through your nose. Sigh it out your mouth. Inhale, come forward into plank, shoulders in line with your wrists. Knees can always come down to the mat. Exhale, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Taking your right knee down to the mat, taking that right foot slightly behind your right knee. Right hand stays on the ground. Coming into side angle or side plank with your knee down on the ground. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Bringing left hand back down onto your mat. Right foot comes behind your right knee, pressing into your left foot. Right knee comes towards the sky. One-legged downward facing dog with your leg bent. And then bringing that knee around and taking that right foot near your right hand. Left knee comes down to the earth. Inhale, arms to sky. Gaze towards your fingers or maybe directly out in front of you, energetically drawing that right ankle towards your left knee, shoulders away from your ears, maybe the corners of your mouth are turned up. Hands come down to your mat, straighten into your right leg, drawing those toes back towards your face. Half Hanuman. Bending into your right leg, left hand stays on the ground, right arm finds the sky. Drawing your mind or your thoughts back to your mat, back to this moment, maybe pressing your fingers of your left hand into the mat, engaging the fingers of your right arm and right hand, finding the sky. Right hand comes down to your mat, left knee lifts, right foot meets your left, you're in plank pose. Lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Pedaling out your legs. Taking a moment here, always knowing that knees down is your option or forearms down on the mat. Inhale here. And then bending that left knee underneath that left hip. Left foot pivots out to the left. Right foot comes onto the edge. Right arm towards the sky. Side plank with your knee down. Right hand comes down to your mat, coming back through to center, pressing into your right foot, lifting that left knee up and opening up our hip. One-legged downward facing dog with our hip open. And then bringing that knee through, taking that left foot near your left hand. Right knee comes down to the earth. Inhale, arms to sky. Hands come down to your mat, left leg straightens, drawing those left toes back towards your face, keeping a bend in your left leg, making sure we're not hyperextending our leg, engaging our left thigh, protecting our knee. Bending into that left leg, right hand stays on the ground, left arm finds the sky. Left hand comes down to your mat, right knee lifts, left foot meets your right, you're in plank pose. Lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to bend those legs. And then coming into child's pose, taking those knees out wide, toes come towards each other, arms out long in front, hips towards your heel, forehead towards your mat. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Right arm comes underneath your body, right temple and shoulder on the earth. Left arm out in front of you. Right arm comes out in front of you. Left arm comes underneath the body, left temple and shoulder on the earth. One cycle of breath. Left hand comes out in front. Drawing yourself up into tabletop pose, drawing those knees towards each other. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine into cat, and then tucking your toes, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right knee comes down to your mat. Right foot comes maybe behind your right knee. Left coming onto the edge of your left foot. Left arm to sky. Maybe this time up and over your left ear. Staying here, or maybe lifting that left leg up off the earth. Staying here, or maybe drawing your elbow towards your knee. Inhale, extend. Left hand comes down to your mat. Left toes tuck. Right leg lifts, opening up your hip. Maybe looking under your right armpit. And then right knee comes through the body. Right foot meets your right hand, left knee comes down to the earth. Inhale, arms to sky. Hands come down to your mat, straightening into your right leg, drawing those toes back towards your face, remembering to engage our thigh. Bending into that right leg, left hand stays on the ground, right arm finds the sky. Staying here, or maybe bending your left leg, reaching back for your left foot with your right hand. Gently releasing your hand and foot, taking your left knee off the earth. Right foot meets your left, you're in plank. Lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Left knee comes down to the earth. Right hand finds the sky. And then taking that right arm maybe over your right ear. Maybe lifting your right leg up off the earth. Staying here, or maybe crunching elbow to knee. Placing your right hand back down on your mat. Right foot presses into the earth, lifting up our hips, opening our left knee towards the sky, maybe looking under the left armpit. And then bring that knee all the way through. Left foot meets your left hand. Right knee comes down to the earth. Inhale, arms to sky. Hands come down to your mat, straightening into your left leg, drawing those toes back. Bending into that left leg, right hand stays on the ground, left arm finds the sky. And either staying here or reaching back for your right foot with your left hand, or getting a cramp. Maybe not today for me, but reaching back for your right foot with your left hand, coming back in. Gently releasing hand and foot, taking right knee off the earth, left foot steps back to meet your right. You're in plank, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Bringing those knees to your mat, hips to heels, arms out in front. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Right arm comes underneath the right temple and shoulder on the earth. Left hand out in front of you. Right arm comes back out in front. Left arm underneath your body. Left temple and shoulder on the earth. Left arm comes out in front, drawing yourself up into tabletop pose, taking those knees a little bit closer together. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine into cat, picking up your hips, downward facing dog. Right knee comes down to the earth underneath your right hip. Right leg pivots. Left arm up and over your left ear. Maybe left leg lifts. Elbow to knee. Hand and leg come back down to the earth. Tucking your left toes. Right knee towards the sky. Right knee comes through, right foot meets your right hand, left knee to the earth. Inhale, arms to sky. Hands come down to your mat, straighten into your right leg, drawing those toes back towards your face. Bending into that right leg, left hand stays on the ground, right arm finds the sky. Staying here or reaching back, bending your left leg, reaching back for your left foot with your right hand. Gently releasing that hand and foot. Left knee comes off the earth, right foot meets your left. You're in plank. Lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Left knee comes down to the mat underneath the left hip. Inhale, right arm to sky and then up and over your right ear. Right leg is lifted maybe. Elbow to knee. Right hand and foot come down to your mat, taking your left knee towards the sky. And then left knee underneath the chest, left hand meets your left foot meets your left hand. Inhale, arms to sky, low lunge. Hands come down to the mat, straighten into your left leg, drawing those toes back towards your face. Bending into your left leg, right hand stays on the ground, left arm finds the sky. Maybe reaching back for your right foot with your left hand. Gently releasing your hand and foot, coming back into plank, and then lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Bringing those knees down to your mat. This time coming into child's pose, maybe with legs together, and then arms come alongside your body, coming into an embryo version. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Taking a moment in gratitude to yourself for showing up today, setting aside this time for your health and your well-being. Taking a moment in gratitude for the practice of yoga and the opportunity to practice, and to the yogis that have come before us, the yogis who are with us now, and the yogis who will come through in the future. Taking a collective inhale. Taking a collective exhale. Knowing you are not traveling on this journey alone. Until I see you again, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. From my heart to yours. Thank you. Staying as long as you like in child's pose, or maybe you've got time for Shavasana. Take care. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you liked this, please feel free to like, share, comment below. If you have any suggestions for classes, I'd love to know what they are, and I am happy to record something just for you. All right, take care.